Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Baker going to throw this right away. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, along the line, along the line. Kings.
They go play action. Mayfield steps away. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Arnold Ebiketie. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they got to
under pressure, and they got to him again. Lorenzo Carter. The offensive line is in tatters, as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here we go. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 46. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He
shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The Buccaneers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field, because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's that?
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Buccaneers 0.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Mayfield.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as they'll get the ball down inside the 30.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Alert, 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 alert! Up, up! Regular, regular, regular! That.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. back at about the 37-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready, ready.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
10 cycles. Set, go.
Ritter headed right off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Point it right.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Run. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on second and long. Ritter. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Scott.
Now Mayfield. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get... About the 17-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On play action, here's Ritter. And this is caught at the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's Ritter. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Falcon 1st down.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, this offense, yeah, they keep running more and more and more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
Hey, red.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Back to throw, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Oh, you know, that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got White here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Red, yellow. Grill, green.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Regular.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Baker going to change it up.
Point it right.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Ritter off the play fake.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Ready?
Robinson on a give right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Red, cycle.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And now here is another interception.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is caught by Evans. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Mayfield down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Real. Watch out.
Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow. Blaster, 6. Blue striker. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Buccaneers 21, Falcons 13. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Read option. This is White.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, a run from White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on third down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead, because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This is 1st and 10.
Right through. Dog ready. Smack ready. Set up.
Now Ritter. That's caught by Pitts.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Let's go.
Here comes 2nd down.
6, 7. You don't blue. Ready?
Ritter looks to throw it.
Steps away to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Oh, man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there.
Ready.
Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
Red, yellow. Red, green. Ready?
Ritter.
Dancing to his left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
The quarterback will keep it himself. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All Smalls on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Lambert should just about put a capper on this game. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Check, smash. Cut.
Here's Ritter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Dean, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised.